Hello, we are going live. It is a random live. I'm going live on my laptop because apparently live on your laptop now is as easy as going live on your phone, which that never used to be. Also, I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna get a drink. I'm drinking raspberry lemonade, still pink lemonade, basically. I think pink lemonade though is strawberry lemonade, but oh, we have a liker. Hi. I'm just going to open this. This is my drink and my drink only. So, before I get any comments saying to put it in the cup. Hi, Bill. Hi. We are going to crochet here in a minute. I need to get a drink. So, comment down below if you like raspberry lemonade and what your current project is. I will show you what my current project is here in a sec. And we'll get to crocheting because I am working on a current project. And yeah. I am just so thirsty. Also, we have some cool things to show off today in today's live. Let me grab them. Give me a sec. You're seeing a weird angle of me. My room is a mess, so you guys are not going to see that. I bought this cheap, like $15 mouse at Walmart. I've had this exact same mouse before over the years in like a billion different colors. It takes a battery, but the battery is supposed to last a whole year. And then you just plug this thing into your computer. Anyways, I ended up returning my gaming computer that I had showed off in my channel update video and got the HP Envy 360, and I like it because actually it folds. So it's in the folded mode right now. You can use it in tablet mode, laptop mode. You can use it where it's laying on the keyboard and flipped up, which is how you guys are. And I got this recently. It's not a programmable one, but it does work really, really well. And like it moves really fast and it's very responsive. And I'll maybe upgrade to a programmable one later, but I needed that recently. Another thing that I needed that you guys are gonna love for a good reason. You guys, I got me one of these. One of these is great. If you can't tell what it is, this is my phone. And your phone goes on here. I'm not going to do it. And you turn it on, and it is a stabilization tripod. So it has the tripod part, and then you don't need this part if you don't want to use it, but you can if you want to hold it like further away. So when it's on, it will stabilize so that when you're doing vlogs, hint, hint, it will stabilize your video footage. I say hint, hint, because stay tuned for crochet vlogs coming soon. So I got that. Also, want to say, if you guys don't know, I like to do a lot of different projects, and I am actually crocheting crocheting a lot of fun projects, but I'm also writing a book. It is a autobiographical fantasy fiction novel. So we got this to go with it. Heck yes. So this is the Logitech Pop Keys keyboard. Love it. Works great. Highly recommend it if you want a smaller travel-friendly keyboard that is still big enough. Also, it comes... I have a little pouch down here somewhere. Aha, here it is. This little pouch. These keys are actually interchangeable. They're really cute, like emoji keys. I don't know if you can see that. But let me just show you. You can use this to use the keyboard, or you can do Bluetooth. It has the option of both. But it has a fire emoji key, a thumbs up. Whoops, am I even showing that right? Oh my goodness. A thumbs up. emoji key, a praying emoji key, and a heart emoji key. So it has those 4 additional emoji keys. So you can plug it in and use it, or you are able to do Bluetooth. We will crochet here in a sec. And these are I'll show you again, the cool emoji keys on the side that are already on there. Again, this is the Logitech Pop Keys keyboard. It's portable, but it's very durable, and it doesn't feel flimsy in any way. And it's really fun. So that's some of the things I got lately. And again, this comes with this cute little pouch. So it has a program, so you can program your keys. Like a little program you can put on your computer for programming your keys and everything. And then you can interchange them. It's really cool. What's your favorite flavor of lemonade? I also recently had some of the blueberry lemonade, which is also really good. So now let's get on to the crochet project that I am currently working on. I'm using this blue yarn you saw in the thumbnail, you guys. Oh no, it's coming out. The yarn is coming out. It's not the best quality yarn there ever was, but I've used worse quality yarn as well. So this is the project that I'm currently working on. And I'm going to set this down because there's another part of the project I should show you. Because once you see the other part, you'll be like, oh, that's what she's making. You'll know what I'm making here in just a second. I might have to push you back a little. I'm on my bed, you guys, because my room's kind of messy. I'm cleaning it tomorrow. And also, I'm just feeling lazy. I wanted to get a little more personal in my bed, so. So, I mean, it works up nice. It's not the highest quality acrylic yarn, but it's not the worst quality acrylic yarn I've used. I've used worse. I actually do plan to make some more projects with it. My hair is in this. Also, let me know in the comments if you're pulling your own hair or your animal's hair out of your projects currently, or just on a regular basis. Because I'm always pulling hair out of projects. It's like I crochet it right in. I don't know if y'all can tell what this is. Can y'all tell what this is? This is part of the project. If you can't tell, it's a sweater. This is the front panel. What the bottom looks like. It's unblocked. I might block it. I'm not sure. I don't really have a way to block it. But that's the front panel, obviously, you can tell by the shoulder panels. I'm not following a pattern, by the way. So there is that. I'm going to just adjust you guys just a tad so I can get a little more comfortable. I'll try not to move the camera too much, but I definitely want to get more comfortable. So let's sit and let's chat. So what are you all up to? What projects are you working on? Or yeah, just in life, what are you guys up to? Also, if you guys are wanting to know, I am just doing a half double crochet. That's the current stitch I'm using. I just did for the ribbing. I just did half double crochets in the back loop. So that's what we're working on. I'm very happy about that. Also, the sound quality of this is not going to be the best ever, considering I am not using my microphone this time. I'm lazy, guys. Today is my lazy day. Not really doing a whole lot, but I haven't posted a video this week. And so I thought, I'll go live instead. But I do plan to post again soon, and I'm going to be doing some crochet vlogs. Crochet with me vlogs. And also, do you guys want to see a tour of the book rack? Like a little tour, I guess. If that's what we're going to call it. A little book rack tour. So the book rack is this really fabulous bookstore in my area that has this nice coffee shop in it and tables where you can sit and play board games and card games. They have board and card games there you can check out. And then it has its own D&D room. It's a really nice, fabulous place. They've been there for quite a long time, but it was a lot smaller before. And they expanded the building. In the same spot, they just used the vacant building next to it as an addition, which I didn't know they were going to do that. And it's way better because now it has like this giant D&D room and there's conference rooms and there's places where you can sit and read. And they have all kinds of Warhammer 40K stuff if you know and what that is and are interested in that type of a thing. Whoops. This yarn does tend to split a little bit, like if you're working your stitches and you mess up like I just did. But if you don't, then it's not that huge of a deal. I will say for a winter sweater, like a thicker one that's made to keep you warm, I wouldn't necessarily recommend unless you want to double or triple up on this, because this is a slightly thinner acrylic, so it's not going to be as warm as like your thicker acrylics. You can see how kind of thin it is. I mean, it has structure. It's soft, but it actually has structure, which I do like. It's just for a thick winter jacket or a sweater, it's not going to be good. But if you're looking for something lightweight that'll add a little warmth and stuff like that, then you'll be fine. But for a thick one, if you're looking to make something thick, you might want to choose a thicker yarn. Like Red Heart Super Saver would be thicker than this, but this was only $5, and I got a pound of it. And I made the first front panel and all this, and I still have this much left. And I still have a whole nother skein I haven't even started yet, so there's going to be like the ability to get a lot of this done with just one skein. I don't know if this one skein will finish this whole back panel or not. I'm not sure. Maybe. I mean, eventually we'll find out. But yeah, I'm just crocheting in bed, not doing a whole lot. Because, well, I'm bored. So stay tuned for some crochet vlogs coming soon. I think that'll be fun. Some crochet with me vlogs. I am going to be working on this project for a while and switching back and forth between this project and other projects. Just because I'm not consistent with my projects. Like, unless it's a really tiny quick project, the chances of me doing it to completion from start to finish all at once is like a 0% chance of that happening. So yeah, I'm working on this off and on for months. But here we are, using my trusty Clover Amora 5mm crochet hook. I love this crochet hook so much. This came up in a different live I was watching earlier about whether or not you wash your crochet hooks. Have I ever washed these? The answer is yes, I have. I wash the grips every once in a while, just because the grips can get greasy, especially if I'm reading or using them. And what I mean by once in a while is like twice in the whole 7 years I've owned these. So, I mean, not really. But they do wash. I can confirm they are washable. Like, the grips don't get damaged. So this is what we are working on. It's just half double crochet in the back loop down here, and just regular half double crochet up here. And for the people that are watching that missed out on what I was showing earlier. Front panel to the shoulders. I might end up having to add more to the shoulders. I'm not sure. We'll find out, but I don't think so. And this is what the bottom looks like. I am using the Just yarn from Dollar Tree. Go check out your local Dollar Tree because they have a whole pound skeins for $5, which is not bad. I mean, it is a little thinner yarn, but it's not the worst quality yarn I've used. I've used worse. Guys, this is so good. But yeah, I'll just give you a better, closer up view of the panel that we got working on. The lighting's not the best in here, but you guys can kind of see. So I am on my laptop. I got the HP Envy 360 because I got rid of the gaming one that I showed in my update video because I was like, no, I tested it out and it just was not for me. It was just not good, you know, it was not something that I wanted. I got it because it was more economical and because I thought it would essentially do, you know, what I was wanting it and needing it to do. And I thought, well, I'll just get a computer that I like later. And right now, just get one that's functionable, you know, that'll do what I want to do. And it did not do what I want to do very good at all. Like, video editing was just not a thing. So if you're watching, say hey, say hello. I want to angle it so that I can be kind of closer to the camera, but so that you guys can still kind of see what I'm doing. But yeah, so far we only had a comment from Bill. So if you're watching, please comment and let me know that you're here. Because I feel like I'm talking to myself. Oh, hi, Lydia. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, hello. We are crocheting right now, as you can see. Lydia, can you please like the... Oh, thank you. You did it already before I could even ask. Thank you. This is great. This is great. I love it. I am excited for future videos to come. Some crochet vlogs coming soon. I'm learning how to edit, so that's been interesting. With my program, DaVinci Resolve. I do not have DaVinci Resolve Studio. I have the free version. But honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to need the studio version. I think the free version's like professional quality anyways. Yeah, I'm glad to hear from you too, Lydia. I have been busy. If you haven't checked out some of my latest content, go check it out. Yeah, I hope everything's okay with you. I am using this from Dollar Tree. This is what we got so far. And then since you're just tuning in, this is the other part that we got. Sweater maybe? Maybe? Yes, I think so. It's a sweater. If you couldn't tell, it's a sweater. So that is what we are currently working on. I'm using my HP Envy 360 to go live from my bed instead of from my normal filming setup because your girl is feeling lazy. I don't want to get up and do much. Tomorrow I think will be my reset productive day because I'm not doing anything tomorrow as far as I'm concerned. I don't think Bill is here anymore. But he was here earlier. But I think he dipped on us. Also, I just want to say how fast it looks like I'm crocheting on camera. I am not crocheting that fast on camera. Like, it's picking it up and making it look like at least twice as fast as it's actually happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm crocheting pretty speedy for me, but not as fast as what it looks on camera. Because I'm looking at it. I'm not crocheting that fast. And that's pretty much the update that I have, is that I'm just sitting in bed crocheting away. This is making great progress though. I started the back panel a couple nights ago after finishing the shoulders on the top panel. It says like 20 minutes. It doesn't show for you guys, I guess. It used to, but the viewers don't get to see. It says it in minutes, like by where the description section is, I think, of the video. But yeah, not that long. But yeah, I'm just doing half double. I did half double in the back loop for the ribbing, and then now I'm just doing half double all the way up the piece. And I'm very happy about how this is turning out. I will say this is not the worst quality yarn I've ever used. It is, in my personal opinion, a little thin for a sweater. But if you're just looking for something to layer on that's not really going to keep you super warm, then you're fine. It's not the greatest quality yarn since it is from the Dollar Tree, but it ain't the worst either, actually. And the blue color's kind of nice, you know. What have you been up to, Lydia? Let me know. Lydia is my mod for anybody that tunes in or watches this on the replay. She's here to help me make sure it's a safe and fun community for everybody. And we really appreciate her being a mod. So also, if there's anybody that's watching that might be on the fence about getting these Clover Amour hooks, go check out my review. I have an older review of these hooks that I put on my channel like 4 or 5 years ago. And then I also have a current review, like an updated one, of the hooks that everybody sees me use in my lives. This is the H hook. It is the Clover Amour 5mm. I won't say too much, but other than I personally feel like I'm somewhat qualified to give a review on these hooks just because I've owned them for 7 years. So, I mean, 7 years of consistent use. I think that's a long enough time to say I'm qualified enough to give a review, because I've used them for a really long time. And I've never had to replace one. So, go check out that if you're on the fence about buying these, whether or not you think they're worth it. Oh, Bill, you are here. Hi, Bill. You came back. Well, I hope you can heal and get better as time goes on, Lydia. Welcome back, Bill. Thanks for tuning in. I'm excited. Also, you can share this live with your friends. Have you watched my current video, Bill? Watch my current videos, please. That would be great. If you're interested, of course, because I think that you'll enjoy them. And also, I'm going to be doing some crochet vlog content coming soon, so stay tuned for that. We'll probably still be working on this sweater when I make that vlog, because this sweater is going to take a while. I don't even know what row I'm on, I'm not really counting. I counted to make sure that I had enough rows for the rib and enough stitches for this part, and then that's all I did. So just once it reaches the same height as the other one, then I'll count, and if it's off by like a row or two, I'll just undo it. But I find I can crochet faster if I'm not so strict on keeping track of each and every single row, especially because it's just like a repeat of half double in every single space, so it's not like there's a whole lot to keep track of. Oh, nice. Thank you, Lydia. Oh, you were looking for your dog. Oh, no. Where'd your dog go? Is your dog okay, Bill? I'm worried about your dog now. What kind of dog do you have? I love dogs. Is anyone working on a project of any kind? It doesn't have to be crochet, but any kind of project. What you working on? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. Is we're just crocheting as much as we feel like, I guess. Says I'm just hanging out on my couch at the moment. Oh, cool. So you have no like current projects going on. What about any shows you've been watching? I'll go first. I don't know if you guys remember, but from my childhood, I do remember this show, and it just came on Tubi because I like Tubi. It's a program where you do have to watch some ads occasionally, but it's a completely free, like, it's like Netflix but free, basically. But there are some ads that you have to watch, which is like fine, it's whatever. But oh my gosh, this is like so not working. So yeah, I found this on Tubi and I totally forgot about it existing until I found it. But if y'all don't know about Goosebumps, from my childhood, Goosebumps was it. Love Goosebumps. So we are going to take my sweater off because I am so hot, you guys. We are hot. So hot. Whew. Also, Lydia, because, well, I don't know if Lydia's still here, but this is my new keyboard with the interchangeable keys over here. Oops. Down here. It's so that I can continue writing my book. If I haven't already mentioned, which I know I already mentioned in this live, I am writing a autobiographical fantasy fiction novel, which it's basically a fantasy fiction with little bits and pieces from your own personal life that truly happened to you. And it's about religion and me joining a particular religion and then my escape out of that particular religion. And so that is what the book is about. So there are truths that happened to me in real life in the book. That's why it's called an autobiographical fantasy fiction. Um, so this is what I'm using to write it, and I love it. It's portable. It's cute. It's just fun. Um, so we really like that. It's going to be. I don't want to set an exact number. I'm thinking 300 to 400 pages. Might be 200 pages. I'm not sure, but it's being written. I'm on page 9 so far, and right now, as of this point, I'm starting to consider how I want the cover to look. Yeah, so because I already have a name for the book and everything. And so, yeah. The Happiness of Hell is the name of my novel. It's going to be the first one in maybe a series of novels. I'm not sure. And it's hoping in the next 5 years to be published. That's my goal. Giving myself 5 years to write it so that I don't pressure myself too much. So Lydia says, I'm working on my Addy. I'm making knitting machines, scrunchies. Oh, cool. I really wish, and maybe hashtag YouTube, maybe they could allow commenters to upload photos so that when we who are going live ask commenters what they're making, they can be like, oh, I can just send a photo and you can see what I'm making. More engaging, I think. And I think that would be a great, alternative way to express yourself in the comments. So I'm hoping to have my book written and published in the next 5 years or so, maybe sooner. I mean, I'd like it to be sooner, but it's going to be up to 400 pages long, so I don't know. That's a long book, but because it could end up being less than that. It could be 100 pages, could be 200 pages. It just depends on if I want to make a whole series out of this and cut the story short to then write another book, or only make 1 or 2 books and make a longer book. I don't know. So comment down below what you think I should do. I'll give you option A and option B. I'll explain what they are, and then you guys can let me know. Okay, perfect. So option A is write a longer book and make fewer books, or write shorter books and make more. Make it more of a series. So option A is longer and fewer books. Option B is shorter books that make more of a series of books. So what are your A or B? Yay, perfect. So what do you think, A or B? Post your comments down below, A or B. Longer book, which then means I will write fewer books, which is option A, or a shorter book, which will give me more freedom to write like a whole series of them. So that would be option B. So for example, if I do a longer book, that means I might only write 1 or 2 books. Whereas if I do shorter books, or a shorter book, I can split them into multiples and write 3, 4, 5, 6 books maybe. Maybe B? Okay. Well, I know it's up to me, but I'm not going to be the one who's consuming the book, so it's really up to the audience. So I am really excited for how it's going to go. It is such a great story already, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be able to share this book with you guys. Do you guys want a sneak peek of the book? Oh my gosh, do you guys want that? Comment down below if you guys want a sneak peek read of the book right now. You do? Okay. Hold up. I can do that for you. Just give me a sec here. Let me plug you in so I can use my mouse. Okay. We'll make this work. Well, first I gotta. Now, this is an autobiographical fantasy fiction. So, autobiography means that basically. Oh, it's not gonna let me type it in. There it is. It means that. Oh, hold on. That basically. It's about your life, but it's also fantasy fiction. It's got fantasy fiction components because a regular autobiography is more like a documentary of sorts. And so this is more of of my true story told in a fantasy fiction format. Okay, so can you guys see me? First of all, comment down below. Okay, good. You can see me. Just wanted to be sure that you can see me. I might not be able to see myself in just a sec. It's okay. Let me know if at any point you can't see me anymore. Okay, so my reading is not the best, so you'll just have to pardon my reading. So the book is called The Happiness of Hell, and that's the name of the book. I named the book before I wrote the book. Like, once I realized I was writing the book, that name just popped in. So chapter 1 is called Faith's Beginning. So it says, I was sitting underneath a tree in the park looking very homeless. I hadn't showered in so long. I smelled like a dead animal. It's like I was decomposing. No one has walked through this park since I got here over a year ago. I'm sure people can smell me from miles away. It was a cold Tuesday afternoon when these strange men in suits started walking past me, looking directly in my eyes without saying anything. I thought this seemed odd, seeing though I'm the only person that's been here in over a year. They didn't seem to mind my rotting animal smell at all. Many days have passed, but they kept walking by me, just staring into my eyes as if to judge me. I tried sitting under a different tree to see if they would follow, and surely they did. The park I lived in had many beautiful red maple trees and the perfect little pond. When I was hungry, I looked for food in nearby garbage cans. Last night I had found a half-eaten burger that wasn't too bad. The men in suits stopped coming around after about a week, and finally I could put this weird incident in my past, or so I thought. It was only a few days before these two nicely dressed women wearing skirts walked up to me and started saying, Hi, we have a message that God wants us to share with you. I didn't want to hear what they had to say, but I knew they wouldn't shut up otherwise, so I listened. After after listening to their endless God talk, the lady in the pink skirt asked me if I had eaten anything today. Well, not yet, I exclaimed, but I will just as soon as some food finds its way in one of the nearby garbage cans. The lady looked at me and said, Now we can't have you eating garbage. Let me take you back to my place and at least feed you and shower you. Feed you and give you a shower. I was hesitant to go in fear of having to listen to this religious nonsense. However, hot food in the shower did sound nice. so I agreed to go with them, all the while trying to block out everything being said. It was getting hard because living forever did sound interesting. Slowly I started to open my mind to these ideas, and even though I didn't want to, I couldn't help it. I lived in this town all I couldn't help it yet. So it says, I lived in this town all my life, and in the car, it seemed as if they were taking me down a road I'd never been before. I didn't recognize these seemingly never ending, winding roads with trees on either side. I couldn't feel the darkness as they kept diving. Hold on, you guys. I don't know who's calling. Okay, getting there during the. Okay, so it says, ending winding road with trees on either side. I could feel the darkness as they kept driving, and it felt like it took hours getting there. During the ride there, they kept asking me tons of questions. How did you become homeless? I replied, why does it matter anyway? My snarky tone was what brought silence into the car. Finally, some quiet, I thought to myself. When I got to their house, they showed me where the bathroom was so I could shower. Well, sorry. While you are showering, we'll cook you a hot meal, the nice ladies said. I smiled and shut the bathroom door, but I heard one of them whisper, do you think the elders will be happy with us? I hope so, said the other one. They must have thought I couldn't hear them, but that was far from the truth. I didn't know what this meant, so I brushed it off and into the shower I went. The water was pouring down on me like the rain, except it was hot and it felt oh so good. I started to feel overwhelmingly peaceful, and for once I didn't feel so alone. Does someone care about me enough to give me a hot shower and feed me? I can't believe this at all. These people don't even know me, I thought to myself. Later, I went down to the kitchen to eat some home cooked food and had no idea how much better it would be from the half eaten burger I'd found in the trash. I had the best steak of my life, and it made me never want to eat out of the garbage again. However, I didn't know how long this would last and where I would go after. The sun was finally starting to set, and I knew I didn't want to overstay my welcome, so I walked into the living room to say my goodbyes. They looked at me with confusion as to why I would want to leave so soon. They both stood up and spoke, saying, you're not going anywhere. We can't send you out into the cold living back at the park homeless and whatnot. Please, why don't you at least stay the night? We already made a bed for you. Are you sure you don't mind me staying the night? I asked. It's better than sending you back out into the unknown, they exclaimed. Okay, I'll stay, but just for the night, I said. I went down the hall into my room with the biggest bed I'd ever seen. I jumped in to test it out, and of course I sunk right in. It felt as if it was a blessing, but I didn't want to trust it just yet. I wasn't sure how I should feel about this, I thought to myself. After a blissful night's sleep, I knew it was time for me to be on my way. I was scared of telling them I was leaving, knowing they would pressure me to stay. Looking around the room, I suppose jumping out the window was my only way out, I muttered to myself silently. The time I've spent here felt a little too welcoming. I started replaying, do you think the elders will be happy with us? In my head, trying to uncover the truth about what was happening. There has to be more to this than I realize. I know it. As I snuck out the window, I heard one of the ladies call my name. It's time for breakfast, come on down. Anxious feelings were rushing through my mind, and I knew I needed to hurry to get out of there. I booked it for the woods as fast as I could, and before I knew it, I was back at my safe place. The park was the only safe thing I had in my life, or so I thought. Light turned into darkness, and the night grew thick. Not a sign of those old ladies in sight. They were surprisingly nice, but super pushy. I don't like pushy. I need to find somewhere new, or surely they will find me. The next day finally came, and I decided to find a nice place where I wouldn't be found. 3 hours had passed by, and for some reason, every path led me back to the park that I'd lived at for over a year. Beating my head repeatedly with my hand, why can't I escape this place? Why do all paths lead me back here? Not knowing what this means, I sat and thought about it for a while. If I can't leave, they will find me. This thought made me so mad. I must find my way out, I shouted. Am I living in an alternate reality? The idea of this being the truth I needed to find made me so violently ill that chunks of undigested food flew out of my mouth and onto my clothes. Okay, and you guys are not going to believe this. I'm sure you guys can see me still. Okay, that's not even all. Okay, there's more. There's more to this. Okay, so we left off at the thought of this being the truth I needed to find made me so violently ill that chunks of undigested food flew out of my mouth. I felt hopeless, like there wasn't anything I could do. A chill began to sweep through the trees, and I was getting tired, so I decided to take a nap. I was having the weirdest dream. Then suddenly I hear a loud sound that wakes me up. This is strange. Where did the park go? It was gone, and I found myself laying in bed, like I had never left. Was any of this real? It couldn't have been a dream. I was so perplexed. Just when I thought I was starting to understand things, nothing made sense. I started to wonder if everything I knew was a lie. Am I even real? I was called down for breakfast, and smells of bacon and eggs with toast filled the air. And that is the whole thing, you guys. That is the whole unedited version of my book that I have. So, what do you guys think? The happiness of home. So I'm homeless in the book, and these witnesses, they take me to their home, obviously. That's what they do. They take me to their home, and thank you. And they invite me in, and I escape, and I find my way back at the park where I was living because I could sense something was off, so I left. But that was all a dream. I dreamt all that, and I was actually still in bed. So me jumping out the window and leaving never actually happened. Which actually, I didn't even know that that was a thing until I decided it was, because me jumping out the window and all that stuff happening was actually real in the book. And then I was like, nah, it's going to be a dream. So I wrote it in as a dream instead. So I'm so excited and so happy. The happiness of hell is coming along very great. Again, it's going to be between 200 to 400 pages long. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's my entire life for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the book. That's the whole premise of the book. So it's basically about how I became a Jehovah's Witness, and then how I eventually escaped. Thank God. But it's an autobiography in the sense that it's true of the things that happened to me. But autobiographies are written in a more documentary style format, and I don't like that. That's boring to me. So I wanted to write something that was more fantasy fiction style, that would get my story across but be more entertaining. So let me know if you guys have any book cover recommendations, like what you think would be a cool book cover idea. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. except for the hair I'm crocheting into my book, because hair just always finds its way in to this project. Somehow, there's hair. Everywhere hair. Hair, 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 hair. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just hair. Hair, hair, hair. Everywhere. Yeah. Let me know if you guys will be interested to read my book. I don't even know how many we've done on this live stream. How many rows, but I feel like we've done like a really good amount, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say, I guess. Is just this. So stay tuned for some crochet vlogs coming soon. I really enjoy crocheting, and I want to do some crochet style vlogs. Also more challenge videos too. That's also a thing. Maybe one of these days before the year's over, we'll finish this sweater. Maybe. Cross our fingers, maybe. So that's pretty much all we got, and I'm gonna call it quits. That's all for this live stream. I will catch you guys later. Stay tuned for some more crochet content coming soon, and I will catch you guys later. Bye, guys.